G'day folks and welcome to this introduction and playthrough of 1492, Colonization of the New World. This is sort of a spiritual successor to Sid Meier's Colonization. This is a game that I played a lot throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. I loved Sid Meier. I love Sid Meier games. I love the original Civilization, Civ 2. And I put a lot of time into Sid Meier's Colonization. Now, if you've never played Sid Meier's Colonization, this is kind of what it looked like. It was a wonderful colonization game. You sail out to the new world. You could have the original map of the Americas, or you could create sort of a new original organic map that was kind of random, so you didn't kind of know where things were. You had different terrain types, fields, desert, mountains, areas that are good for growing tobacco. I know that much. This was, I think, good for growing tobacco, good for growing sugar. You'd establish your colonies. You would go into your colonies like this, and you would develop fields. You'd build roads between your colonies. Within your colonies, you would manage the building. So you would build a fur trading post, a church, lumberyard, things like that. You'd build a fence, a barricade. You'd develop your colonies. You'd send out. You'd get sort of colonists coming to your colony, or Native American converts, I think they were called, and you would put these people to work within various fields and buildings of your colonies. You'd do other things. You'd sail around this world. You'd move around this world. You'd move your forces. So I think this is a lumberjack down here. Then you've got a mounted continental regular over here. You'd uncover the map and discover things. Eventually the goal was to declare independence. Now, as you may have sensed, colonization. It is, it's a heavy topic, to say the least. It does include, the game includes warfare against the various Native American nations and groups and tribes. It does include themes of genocide. You may wipe out these entire groups. So that's really kind of it's a it's a challenging history, to say the very least. I will say I've taught this subject before. I've ran educational courses at our university on the colonization, on the exploration, discovery, colonization, settlement of the New World. So I have delved into these in a scholarly way before. I do want to foreground that I'm conscious of the troubled history of colonization. I'm not trying to just whitewash over that past. What I will acknowledge, and this is hard. It's hard to have this conversation. How do we game these themes? Sid Meier is a great game designer. I love Sid Meier designs. In this case, he's chosen a theme that is interesting. It's fascinating. It's also troubling and challenging. So I do want to foreground that acknowledgement. I acknowledge the history of dispossession, of genocide. Columbus in particular was a horrific person, of slavery, the Spanish in particular. By and large, these were contested views at the time about the right to slavery or indentured servitude and the like, but it is part of this history. Okay, so what does this game do, and what does it bring that is different? Well, I will point out, first of all, this is a demo. You can see up in the top left. Here is the Steam page for it. Here is kind of what it looks like. So it's a revised graphical engine. I haven't played it yet, but I believe it has a similar gameplay dynamic. You can see it looks very similar, just different graphics. Developer is Salty Olives. It is still in playtest. I have requested access, haven't received anything yet. I have downloaded the demo. So I'm going to see what the demo can offer me in terms of gameplay. Clicking on new game, I only have one difficulty level, which is very easy. Okay, hasn't unlocked the other difficulties yet. And on the demo, I can only play as the English. So the English get faster immigration in the New World. I used to always love playing as the Dutch because they start with a merchantman instead of a caravel. The French have better relationships with the Native Americans. The Spanish have a combat advantage over the Native Americans. So that's kind of the difference between the four powers that were in colonization. They've added Portuguese, Russians, Swedish, and Danish. The Portuguese have faster ships. I'd love this idea. That's why I like the Dutch. The Russians have increased fur production. The Swedish have a construction advantage, more lumber and hammer. That's really good for developing your colonies. And the Danish have increased food production, which could be interesting. Okay, I'm going to start on a normal map. So I can't... This is the map of the real Americas. This is a sort of random map and a continental random map. I'm starting with a normal map with large continents and coastal regions. I am wise guy. And we'll get going and see how we go. So we will start with our boat in the ocean. Here is our king. We are commissioned to venture forth into the new uncharted lands across the great ocean to establish a new colony in the name of our illustrious crown. Our task is to build a thriving settlement, rich in resources and loyal to our realm. You shall cultivate the land, trade with the native peoples, and defend our interests against rival powers. Your success will bring glory to our kingdom and secure your place in history. Forge a legacy worthy of our name, and may Providence guide your endeavours. I shall forge a new world in your majesty's name. So, we are using arrow keys or keypad to guide our ship. Yep, so London is basically off here once we hit the clouds. We're going to sail this way. We can move diagonally as well. Oh, look at this. We have sighted new land. We shall call it... let's just call it... what do we call it? Wise Gaia. Wise Gaia. Love it. We have discovered an uncharted land, Your Excellency. To put our colonists ashore, move the ship towards the coast, or select a colonist to disembark from the menu. Right, so I can just select the ship. I can land my pine. I don't want to land that yet. I don't want to land them on this little peninsula. I want to find out more about the land before I land. More about the land before I land ashore. So I'm going to just scout out a bit. When all my units have orders, I end the turn by pressing end. So I just press, you can see the movement rate is depleted. This is a woodland or a broadleaf forest with some game. It's funny, I'm pointing at that with my pen, which you can't see. So I end my turn, a new turn starts. It's now 1493. A caravel is among our most valuable units, Your Excellency. It can be used to explore the uncharted borders of the New World, carry cargo back to London for trade, or transport new immigrants from Europe to the colonies. Blah, blah, blah. You can send it to the port of your choice by pressing the G key. I don't have a port yet. But I could click on London, for example, if I wanted to go straight to London. All right, let's explore more of this land. Oh, hello. These look like the Arawak. Are these the Arawak people? We don't know yet. Unknown settlement. Let's keep exploring. I don't want to settle right next to their settlement. Here's some fish. I can tell you fish is going to be good for food. Yeah, we're going to keep exploring. Now 1494, some more fish. Oh, they've settled there as well. So this will be their... If I settle here, for example, I have access to 2 fish, but this will be their land. Now I can steal the land from them, which will disrupt relations. I can buy the land from them. Various options there. Oh, over here we have some wheat and some fish and some more wheat. You know what this looks like? I'm going to land my pioneer here. Oh, okay. Okay, this is the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. They welcome you. Our people live in 9 villages, united in peace and council. Do we come in friendship, and will you honour our treaty? So yes, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to try and live in peace and harmony with the Haudenosaunee people. Let there be peace. They welcome our wagon trains and ships to our villages, where trade will be fair and friendship honoured. So because I'm the English, I'm going to focus on migrants, on getting migrants. These guys have exhausted their turn. While I'm here, let's get some veteran soldiers to explore the nearby land. They can attack enemies when conflict arises. They can defend my colonies from harm. They become more effective when equipped with horses. Definitely something I want to focus on. But for now, I'd like to explore the inland areas. I have unread news. What is this unread news? The New World is a land of great variety, fertile plains, blah, blah, blah. I can consult the compendium to learn more. Press F1. To open for the current square. So I can, for example, I can move over to the fish and press F1 and it brings up the fishery, which adds +3 food. Or I can press H to bring up the whole thing, which breaks everything down for me, which I won't worry about just yet. All right, enter to end my turn. I can now... religious unrest. This will happen randomly. So master carpenters, what a great occupation to start with. if they show me, I can see my master carpenters here waiting to board my ship when it arrives in port. I can also recruit new people. So I can recruit, various expert farmers would be fantastic. I have 1,000 gold. I'm going to grab some expert farmers. We'll wait for now. Now the new turn starts, and I believe I can press. I used to be able to press B. Yep. Let's start. Jamestown. We'll just give it an English name, and this is my colony. To change the job, click on the colonist and choose what I want him to do. So he's here. I can, get him to work in a square. Working on the farmland sounds good. Can I work in a dock? Yeah, no, I can't. Can I work on the fishery? No, I can't until I build a dock. So this could be an early priority. What about up here? Yep, so we've got 2 choices farm. This is a good place to start a settlement, I believe. And that's all I need to worry about for now. Alright, my boat will go press G, send it back to England. In the meantime, what is this? It is a lost city. What happens when I move into a lost city? Various random things happen. In this case, wow, I found one of the 7 cities of gold, of Chibula, sorry. Ruins yield treasure to the value of 3,982. It will take a full galleon to convey it back to Europe. Or, wait for it, can I select the galleon? Or, if I send it back to colony, the king will take his... I can't afford a galleon right now. I'm a long way. They can load it in their royal galleons once they've secured the crown's rightful share. So I can ask the king's galleons to send it back. Yes. I get half the value, which is still pretty good. I could have waited. The reason I've done this is I think early money is going to help. Okay. Why is early money important? Because if I click on Europe... I can, how do I purchase a new ship? And I can purchase a corvette. So a caravel will cost me 1,000 gold. A corvette is fast moving. And I like the idea of a corvette because it helps me explore. Yes, it's a bit more expensive, but the faster movement rate is really important. And I'm going to send these guys straight over there. And then I'd grab this port. Yeah, it's exactly the same as Sid Meier's Colonization. And I move them outbound for Europe. Voila. So I've got this ship coming back to pick up new colonists. And the corvette is on its way. Blah, blah, blah. These aren't always good. These can be bad things. Seasoned scouts. We've found the remnants of a lost city. Any of our units may explore such sites. Seasoned scouts are far more skilled and will usually uncover greater rewards and avoid misfortune. So I'd love some seasoned scouts to do that work for me. I believe everything's done, so I can press enter. You can kind of see this. It's very intuitive, very easy point and click interface. Very, very, very similar to Colonization, if not identical. So the Continental Congress shall convene its next session. So this is important. These founding father, you appoint a founding father, and they guide you in different ways. These look to be Cern and Cortez, so they bring different benefits. So Richard Arkwright. Factory level buildings may be constructed. They are important, but not right now. Sieur de la Salle, I remember this guy. All existing and future colonies automatically gain a stockade when the population reaches 3. That's also really important. Cortez conquered 87. I don't plan on doing that. Pocahontas, when she joins, all tensions are reduced to content and future alarm rises only half as quickly. That's good for relations. And he influences cross-production. Now, cross-production is going to increase my migrant rate. I produce crosses. I'm picking this guy. So he increases cross-production in all colonies by 50%. I'm picking this guy, and I'll explain why. Within my colony, I have a little chapel in a tent. It produces 1 cross per turn. Here's my cross-production up here. Once it reaches 12, a new migrant appears. So it's not, I said it was random. It's not quite random. It's scheduled based on this. As I increase cross-production, I increase the rate at which I'm getting migrants, and that's what I'm aiming for. This guy is going to continue exploring. I've got a colony here. Let's explore inland and see what we find. There's my ship automatically moving. I have a summary on Founding Father. Okay, so this is driven by Liberty Bells, which I believe it used to be Bells, but now it looks like the Founding Father's icon, which is, if I go to my town, I'm producing 1 Liberty Bell, the town hall. I believe Yes, this is Liberty Bells. So imagine this is a little bell icon. I'm producing these bells and they're tracked up here. When I reach 24, I get new founding fathers. New founding fathers give me additional benefits. Okay, so that's kind of like where it all works out together. And I have 14 points. I don't know what points are for. Okay, nothing happening, so I end my turn. My soldier will move down here. Okay, he's found some ore deposits by the looks of it. Or is this ore or silver? Yeah, it's an ore deposit. My ship is moving. Immigration and crosses. So this is just summarising the chapels, the churches, cathedrals, the cross production that I mentioned. As faith grows, new migrants will appear. Well, where is? I used to be able to press E. Yes, I can press E. It's the same shortcut as in the 1980s. It's outbound from Europe, so it's on its way. It takes a couple of turns to arrive, hopefully next turn. All right, my soldier will come down here and see, oh, we found a little village. And here's my fast-moving corvette. So I'm going to move my corvette down to the coast. It is important to get multiple colonies working, not just one. So I'm thinking, I might set up a colony. New immigration has occurred. Jesuit missionaries. I don't need to see that just yet. What I will do is land my... I think I might move my master carpenter out to settle a new colony. And I'm thinking right here. Okay, the reason being, it has access to fish. You don't want too much waterway. You want to really be making maximum use of the land. I'm going to keep that expert farmer for Jamestown, where there are farms. My soldier... Now, I don't want to... I believe if I move into the colony, he'll talk to them about things. Is that an alarm? No, it's a capital. Okay. I'm just going to move around them to see what's around. Here we go. We found another lost city. And we're going to move those master farmers towards that area. I'm going to offload them here so I can send the corvette back. Okay, so they're going to move into Jamestown next turn. The corvette will return to London. Right click on most elements. Got it. So I can right click on here, for example, and it shows the native village. Done. Everyone's moved, so I end my turn. When that caravel arrives... Oh, there we go. It tells me. Okay, in the European status screen represents my home port in London. Migrants will arrive. Its cargo may be sold. It didn't have any cargo. It's a new colony. Okay, so what I want to do now, I have my missionaries, and I'm going to recruit somebody else, an expert fisherman. Oh, seasoned scouts, because I want to be scouting. Okay, and they can make their way towards Europe. Done. I've still got 1,500 gold, so doing well. Soldiers will move in here. They find some survivors, and they pledge their loyalty to my cause. So these guys are going to press... Let's check Jamestown. They do have some food, so I could export the food back to the New World. I won't worry about that for now. I've got some cotton generating as well. They'll go to London, pick up some more colonists. These guys will found a new colony. I press B. They're founding Plymouth. And for now, we'll set them to work in the field. It's really... Actually, maybe we'll get them building a dock. How do I get them building? Work inside... Carpenter's house? Maybe... I need... Do I need lumber? I need lumber. Let's get grain. Let's just stockpile some food first. I'll sort out the details later on. Okay. You'll also know, I just noticed up here, this is independent sentiment. So everyone is 100% loyal to the British Crown at the moment. Later, as we start to produce more Liberty Bells, we'll see sentiment start to swing towards independence, rebel support. All right, what else have we got going on? We've got the farmer. Let's put him in Jamestown. Let's click on Jamestown and we'll move our farmer to the farm, where he now produces 11 instead of 7. Let's get this colonist to produce lumber in the forest. Yep, that's the best place for it. You can see the forests are different. So he'll produce some lumber so that somebody else, carpenter, can come along and start building some other stuff. Yep, so we're going to need that lumber. Good, we've got things going on. Blah, blah, blah. This is basically basic cash crops, tobacco, sugar, cotton, furs. Initially, you'll produce these, and then you'll build other little posts and houses to convert them to manufactured goods. But in the early stages of the game, selling these raw materials in the New World can give you a bit of money to help with migration. Okay, let's move this guy to Plymouth. This is a colonist. So, as it's see here, if you move into a friendly native village, they may be willing to teach a new skill. Let's see if the Haudenosaunee will teach. Let's live among the people. Oh, they want to teach him how to become a seasoned scout. Yes, I seek your guidance. They are now seasoned scouts. Fantastic. So these guys, I want to give horses to. Eventually. Not much else happening. Now we can move... I'd like to buy some horses, in fact. So I can move my soldier into Plymouth. Oh, look at that. I've got my seasoned scouts and my missionary. So these are really exploring. So I'm going to select my missionary and move him... Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to move my caravel a bit further south. I'm going to land my missionary here and send him into the colony, the settlement closest to Plymouth. My seasoned scouts, yeah, they'll offload here and they'll explore this river for reasons which I'll talk about in just a moment. River movement used to be reduced. And I believe, so this guy, I had my soldiers arrive here. I can set them to work. You'll notice there's a tree here. This gives me extra lumber production. My soldier has now been put to work and they've stockpiled their muskets. So they're still available. If I bring them back out here outside, they can convert back to soldiers again, but I've put them to work in the colony for the time being. Done. All right. Rejoicing the prosperity, the Haudenosaunee people bring me 12 cotton. Thank you. So they're giving me a gift as a sign of our good relationships. I now send my missionary. And I can incite the natives to wage war against, for example, the Spanish, who are nasty, or I can establish a mission. And this mission will bring Native American converts. A mission of the English has been established in that village. You can see the little cross there. Yeah. I have my dude. He comes down here. My boat can continue to sail around and explore the coast. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. So he will go there. Because he's a seasoned scout, look at that. He's found another one of the 7 cities of gold, worth 6,000. Now I've got to guard this and I've got to return it to a settlement. Yeah. Construction hammers. The growth of my colony depends upon skilled hands. In the carpenter shop, colonists turn lumber into hammers. The means of construction. These hammers are used to blah, blah, blah. So... every colony must produce enough food, blah, blah, blah. So now I have this guy producing wood. I have this guy who's just arrived. Okay, he's going to produce grain. I'm going to set my carpenter to go to the carpentry house, of course. And I'm going to send him back to produce food over here. I'm losing 1 food per turn. So at the current setup... I'm losing. I've got 7 turns before I run out of food, which is fine. When that happens, I can just send this guy to produce some food momentarily. Okay, I want to build the docks. Yes. So that I can unlock this to get food from here. If I look here, potential 7 fish from there, which is much more productive than the farms. Gathering food just from here. Is there anything? That's only 2. That's only a few. That's only 2, so that's the best place to produce food for the time being. All right, and how do I scroll up? I don't know. Maybe I click up in the thing up here. In Jamestown, we're producing lots of food, so let's take a break from food, build some hammers so we can get building. We've got a fair bit of wood for now. Let's get working together. Actually, you know what? We don't really need... Let's get some... I can't produce any more. Okay, let's get the carpenter's house. Let's change that. How do I change? Oh, it's here. So this is the building. I might change that to... What do I want? I want a church. No, I don't want that. All right, let's get the docks built for now. How do I get a church? I can't remember. All right, docks for now. Chapel goes to build requirements. What's the prerequisite? The chapel. How do I build a church? My production must have 3 citizens, so I can't build a church yet because I don't have 3 citizens. I'm working to address that. They've given me 12 tobacco. Thank you. So I could build a church in Plymouth, but I'm focusing on the dock here. All right, Plymouth is growing quickly, and it may be wise to build a stockade. Eventually, I'll do that. Yes, but it's not an early priority. Build a point of lumberjack, blah, 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 blah. All right, where are my ships? Okay, they're in port. Okay, so what have I got? A blacksmith. That's great. We'll send him over. And I'd like to get some horses. I'd like to buy... buy horses for 3 gold. Yeah, I do want to buy it. Where is my... Corvette's down south. Do I want to buy horses now? I think I may be better off recruiting... maybe an expert fisherman to work in those docks. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so he's going to go in here. That's going to go outbound. And I'm done. Running low on cash, so I will need to bring some material back to sell. All right, let's move my Corvette. No, this is the Caravel. Okay. Oh, hello. We found the Dutch, and they will not trade with foreigners. Okay, fine. So I've got the Dutch down the south and a different type. The Tano, okay. Okay, we've got this guy here. So he, I've got my treasure train. It'll move up to Plymouth, and I'm just going to escort it. So it's not. Oh, look at this! I found some silver. Is that silver? I thought we had. I thought it was an ore deposit. Turns out to be a silver deposit. That's strange. I don't know how or why that changed. He'll end his turn there. The wagon, the gold train can only move 1 square at a time. And we'll end my turn. Oh, look at that. We've run into some French down south as well. Move up north, end my turn. Move up north, end my turn. So I'm guessing the French are down the south here. Missionaries and conversion. Missionaries are spiritual envoys. They can journey to native villages. Any colonist may be blessed as a missionary or with a colony. Okay, that's cool. They give me some cotton as a gift. Thank you. I should give them some gifts. I should return. Okay, so I've exhausted my supply of lumber, so I will need to send this guy back to produce more lumber. Again, they're slowly eating food. 67 turns worth, so plenty of time. Okay, now what have we got here? We've got the expert fisherman, who I will appoint in Plymouth. So what I'm going to do is dump the fisherman off here and send the Corvette moving this way. It's a shame that it's just kind of like one move short of being able to get it in 1 turn. We'll send the treasure train this way. I'm just escorting it because I seem to recall that it could be attacked and captured if left alone. My ship continued to explore the coast, looking for the French. I have no idea what that green stuff was. What is that? That is minerals. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So these are available in swamps, basically ore and possibly silver. I think I've explored enough of the coast for now, so let's go back to Plymouth and they'll find their way up there automatically. W is wait, so you can press W to wait. I'll send that. I'll let the king take his share. Look at that, lots of money now. Fisherman arrives down in Plymouth. I'm going to land in Jamestown. New colonists have arrived. It's a blacksmith, which isn't needed right now. He will just be put to use with some hammers. And what have I got here? I've got some cotton I can sell and some tobacco. Not a lot, but I'm going to take that back to the old world to sell. And I'm going to move this guy inland. What's the movement cost to move through hills? Movement cost is 3. So I'll move him into the mountains, which only costs 2. He's my explorer, basically. And I'm done. Religious unrest. So I've reached another milestone. Stable masters, which will help me breed horses, basically, when I build a stable and have horses in a stable. This guy, I want my docks to be built. But I'm running low on food, so for now I'll get him producing some grain. There we go, up there. So now I'm stable with my food production. Yeah. What's the warning here? Food shortage and famine, not anymore. Plymouth was depleting its food supplies, not anymore. Right, because I've set him to work producing food. Not far from producing that stable. The dock, sorry. Okay, so let's cross inland and see what we can find. We've loaded up with goods. We'll just add a bit more cotton. Actually, you know what? We can probably add some food here as well. So, actually, no, I can't. I've got only got 2 storage areas, and they're both full. Can Plymouth? I could load some more here. So let's go to Plymouth and load some more cotton up before we go back to the old world. Okay. So if I move onto this river, I seem to recall that rivers were like half a movement point. And okay, so this, I have a cotton storage, so I can add cotton. I have tobacco storage here. I can add tobacco if I had more tobacco, or I can exchange it with fur. Fur is worth more, so I'm going to load up the fur. And then they are going to head back to the old world. That will bring us cotton in exchange for 37 gold. Lovely, thank you. We'll pay that. That's $1 per cotton. So can I load that up? And then go to London. Hold on, let's load up with the extra little bit of fur we produced. Go to London. Let's see how much money we get from it. Won't be much. All right, so the river is blocked for now, but I'll just go round. Swamp, I forgot. Swamps cost 3. I tried to move into the swamp. They're bringing me fur, so they're bringing me a lot of gifts. I should really reciprocate. I need a wagon train. That's right. William Penn has joined, so I didn't get a choice here. He increases... Oh, this is a guy, of course, who I wanted to strive for. So you pick him as a target. Now I increase cross-production by 50%. I can produce 4 per turn from colonies. I get -2 from Europe. Why do I get -2? It's interesting. Let's go 1, 2... Yeah, you can see it's a third of a movement. And I can move into the open plains there. So this is what I'm trying to find here, these lost city kind of areas. Refining raw goods. So once I produce this, it's just telling me I can upgrade them. Not a problem there. They want to give me 50 cotton, and they ask for 6 tools. I kind of... Yeah, okay. I really need the tools, but the tools help me build things, like roads in particular. Yeah, I'm aware of that. So who do I want now? A trade advisor, makes foreign affairs more revealing. This is really like spying on other colonies. Coronado makes all existing colonies and surrounds visible. Not important early on. Privateers gain a 50% combat strength. That's pretty cool. Jefferson increases liberty production. And no criminals or servants. This is a good one. So criminals and servants are less effective. So if I pick him, because I'm focusing on migration, I'll get better quality colonists. Plymouth has completed their dock. So now I can take my fisherman, and he's going from 3 food to 13. Don't need him to produce food anymore. He will jump into the carpenter's house and help produce whatever's next, which I'm getting some horses. So let's build a In fact, you know what? Let's build a stable. Because these horses will be coming, and as soon as the horses arrive in Plymouth, I want them to be breeding. Yeah. Now I can buy the building. It costs me, you basically pay gold up front, but I don't want that to happen. Never mind. The Corvette has arrived. I'm going to sell. So let's see how much we get here. I'm at 37.43. 312. So not a lot. Sell the 21st. I got about 120. There you go. Not a lot, as I said. This is my stable master. He's going to the stable in Plymouth. I've got horses on the... Did I say I had horses on the way? No, I didn't buy those horses. So here come the horses. Those horses cost me 300. So I've got a stable master with horses, 50 of which will be assigned to my... You need 50 muskets, 50 horses to make a mounted soldier. 50 horses makes a scout. 50 muskets makes a soldier, infantry, unmounted. All right, so that Corvette is now outbound from Europe. I can purchase my own galleon now. So the Corvette privateer is really cool. I'm going to buy a privateer, fast moving, and I can attack enemy ships. So let's recruit. We'll bring our expert lumberjacks and our expert farmers. Load them up. They'll go out to the colonies. We'll try and set up a new colony somewhere further south. But these are basically pirates. And yes, I will be engaging in piracy against my fellow Europeans. So I notice this lost city here. I find survivors and they pledge loyalty. So cool. We are the Taino. So I've met the Taino people. I bring peace to your islands. Okay, cool. All right, Jamestown has completed their docks, so now I can send somebody to collect food. Oh, don't need food yet. Let's what do I need? I'd love to get a so this what do I want? I can also build fields. So so much going on. These seem to be good for cotton. Yeah, good for cotton. So let's build a warehouse to store our cotton in. Okay, we'll continue to produce lumber and continue to build that for now. And we'll try to set ourselves up for cotton. I don't want the blacksmith to be here. I need to build more of an inland colony. Okay. Oh, hello. I met a Dutch. So I'm going to try... In fact, maybe I should have sent that colonist into the Taino village. So what have I got? I have arrived in Plymouth. I am just loading up my fur. And that's it. And then we'll send them to the new world. The old world, rather. So it's giving me all these prompts for information, but I know how warehouses work. They increase my storage capacity. Welcome to the Netherlands. Don't interfere with their enterprise. Yeah, I don't plan to. They propose a treaty. Yeah, I'm happy to go in peace. All our territory should remain. Yeah, I'm not going to trespass on your land, don't worry. Let's try and head north. Oh, hello. I see a little... So I'm going to head into here, live amongst the people. They're going to teach me how to be expert fisherman. Yes, I seek your guidance. He's now an expert fisherman. This is loaded up with fur. I don't want the lumber. I've got an excess of lumber, don't I? So let's load up the lumber and let's sell that in London. All right, so here we come. We've got our Corvette. Where was I building the stables? I think it was in Plymouth, right? Building the stables in Plymouth. So let's go to Plymouth, drop off these horses and the stable master. I'm producing so much food with my expert fisherman now. I've got my expert carpenter here. What else do I need? What I'm going to do is get my master scout to come out of the colony, outside, and they're going to be equipped as scouts. You can see it takes 50 horses, 50 soldiers, 50 horses and muskets to become a dragoon mounted soldier. So he's just a scout. This is his area of expertise. He's now outside. So I'll appoint the blacksmith now. Oh, I'm running out of... Yeah. So I'm producing 10 lumber. They're using 9. So I'm producing in excess of 1 per turn. That's good. I'll leave the horses there. The stable will be built soon and they'll start breeding. Very slowly. Passive horse breeding, you can see. And look, I'll load up tobacco. And yeah. Now, I would like to set up a new colony. Where? Like somewhere near silver mines. Somewhere in around here might be good. So let's keep in mind I've got a farmer, master farmer, master lumberjack. You know what? Let's Plymouth is getting a lot of lumber from here, so let's, for now, let's put them here. Let's put my lumberjack to work there. He's getting twice as much lumber. My farmer is probably not needed in this colony. What I am going to do is bring my soldier. I don't have the tools here. What I was going to do is make him a pioneer. Instead, because I've got so much, okay, can't put any more than 2 people. I'm going to keep these folks. I'm going to put them, unload that. They're going to go in the Corvette, and the Corvette's going to go back over to Jamestown. So I'm going to take the farmer and the soldier over to Jamestown. Is that a bad idea? Yes, it is. Let's get the blacksmith. Okay, I'm going to keep the soldier here with the guns in case it's needed. All right, so horses are unloaded. Stable being built. Got it. So the privateer, they give me some furs. Nice. Master fisherman. I'm looking down the coast. There's not many places for fishing, but he can. This right here is a good place for a settlement. Only 1 port access, surrounded by quite a diverse nature of things. He's not going to be able to make it onto there, is he? No. All right, the Corvette, as I said, is moving to Jamestown. My master scout now, he's going to continue scout. Oh, there's my ore deposit. There's my silver deposit. So he's going to continue scouting. The privateer is going to engage in some piracy. They bring furs. I've got to build a wagon train and start giving gifts back to them. Okay, more indentured servants. I don't need to... Oh, here we go. The ship has also arrived in port. I can sell my fur, sell my lumber. I don't get much for that at all. Load up the indentured servant. I'm going to buy... No, actually, you know what? I'm going to recruit a free colonist. Okay. Send this caravel down south. Done. So I'm going to build a colony right here. It's not the best for my... I did not mean to do that. I accidentally pressed the spacebar. Okay, he's going to jump into there. Okay, find a hospitable village. They give me 147 gold. That's okay. We're going to try and move through this gap here. Look at that, I found another little thing. I'm going to drop off these people here. So now I can set I've got 2 farmers here. They're going to collect grain. This is where my tools are. So I want this guy. Where's my colonist? He is going to go outside and become a pioneer with 80 tools. It costs about 20 tools to build things. 20 tools per road, 22 tools to build a field. So they can do that 4 times. This is why I was reluctant to get rid of those 6 tools. So my blacksmith will get back to work getting some lumber. Sorry, stable master. He's not a blacksmith, he's a stable master. He should have been in the other place. Never mind. We'll move him back soon. Here comes the pirateer. He can hang around outside New Amsterdam and wait for a Dutch ship. They want to bring 30 cotton for 3 tools. Okay, why not? There we go. A Dutch merchantmen. All right, so this guy is going to build a colony here, and I should be able to produce enough food, so I'm going to set him to work as a lumberjack. But there should be a place where I'm getting 8 lumber. Yeah, on the river. The river increases productivity. So I'm producing enough food to feed himself, and he'll just start collecting lumber. They've got some cargo, so let's attack. I don't remember the combat mechanism. Rolling dice, apparently. Victory. What did I capture? I saw he seized 41 horses. Perfect. And excellent. Move through here. Oh, look at that. Some beavers. I uncover nothing of value. Oh, come on. These are my expert scouts. They're finding nothing. So now I've got my pioneers. What can they do? I'm going to build a road to Plymouth. These guys I'm going to load up with cotton. Almost at capacity for cotton. We'll load up some furs. And we'll head straight to the New World. Old World. Sorry, London. Alright. So I'm over here. You can see I can move up and down. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I found the Mexico Confederacy. They welcome peace. 9 cities. Okay, they welcome trade. I can't move there. Okay, this is where it's challenging. I found some burial mounds. Ancient burial mounds, perhaps. I can keep my distance and respect the Mexica, or try and uncover the riches. It's a long way to go if there's riches here, but there's often a lot of riches. Okay, they're silent and bare. Nothing there. Okay. What have we got? We've got this guy moving overland. Just uncovering more of the map. Yep, there's another little thing. A small gift of 142 gold. Pioneers. Okay, so I can plough fields by pressing R, or I can build by pressing P, or I believe I can build a road by pressing R. Yeah, that's what I want. And I can build roads from both ends and they can meet in the middle. So I've got this arriving with new colonists, and I was going to send that south. Okay, so here's my privateer. It has horses, so I'm going to bring that to where the stable is, so which is Plymouth. Plymouth. So it'll automatically move to Plymouth. So really, really easy to automate these kind of things. Silver miners are now available. Excellent. There's no ship in port though, so they'll just have to wait. Alright, so I've explored this area. Let's move northwest. He'll move through the gap. The Lakota, 7 camps. Okay, we'll continue moving through there. This is my ship with... I want to move it towards Roanoke. So you can just send the ship to the port. Here we go. We have got the horses, which I'll unload. Okay, so you can see I exceed my horse allowance. And any excess will be lost. Look, I think we'll just have to deal with that. It's only 1 extra horse, that's fine. Until the... Oh, we need a warehouse, really. Oh no, it's expanded storage. Yeah, so when I expand this to a warehouse, it gives me 200 units. That's what I thought. We'll leave it there for the time being. Stables are almost complete. Yeah, that's okay. So I will... I'll not load up anything. I'll just send that ship straight back to the old world, to London. They want to bring cotton for gold, sure. In fact, maybe I could load the cotton up on the ship. There we've got some native convicts in Plymouth. Native converts in Plymouth. They're good at sort of... if I put them in the town hall, they only produce 1 bell. They're better at sort of... in fact, can they clear the... what can they do? I've got horses, maybe they can scout. Work. Maybe I can't send them out to scout. Look, for now, what can I do? Let's click fur, and that seems to be the best place for it. For now, I'll need to clear some land. Our corvette has arrived. We're selling our cotton. We're going to recruit a new preacher. And these are very effective in churches. Yeah, happy with that. Alright, this guy is going to move through there. This is going to load up. They're going to continue to engage in piracy, actually. So they're unladen, moving south to harass the French and Dutch. This guy, just exploring. Alright, he's going to move through there and find that. Found another one of the 7 cities, not far to Jamestown, which is good. You can see I've built a road here. Didn't take him too long. I will move through here, just exploring the land. Let's see if I can find the French. They've got to be down south somewhere. You can see how much more effective the fast-moving ships are compared to the caravel. They want to bring furs for gold, sure. So I either manufacture tools or I can buy tools. And I think the easiest way is just to buy some tools. He's going to build a road. So I'm trying to link up my colonies. I should build another colony. I can get an ore. If I build here, I can build an ore mine. That's very close to their settlement, which they may not like. So here we have our 2 colonists, our preacher and our... what is this? Silversmith. So, okay, let's put them in Jamestown for now. What are we building here? We're building a warehouse. Can I change that to a church? Yes, I can. All right, I want to build this church quickly. Going to going to put him to work. Let's get some Liberty Bells, and he's going to stay free. He's a silversmith, so I'm going to silver miner. So I'm going to send him to start a new colony. Okay, where? Near the silver mine. Silver deposit down here. Alright, let's go north and see what we can find. And let's hope that survives because I just left it out by itself. The D Nation, 10 camps. Yes, we bring peace. We don't want to fight. Okay. Where are the French? Alright, so now we've got our colonists. Let's get them to work in the carpenter's house. These guys will take over the lumberjacking job. Okay. We'll need to get some food now. So you'll get grain. There's a better place for grain up here. Yep, we're stable for food. We're not gaining or losing anything, which is fine. We'll slowly build towards that dock, which will let our fishermen get to work here, which won't produce a lot. 5, yeah. So not as much as the really productive areas, but it's fine. Once we have a road network between our colonies, we can automate the sending of food and resources. They give me a gift of tobacco. New indentured servants. I don't have a ship there. It's nearing its capacity for lumber, so I'm producing way too much lumber. That's okay. So let's give him a break, and let's get him fur trading for a bit. So he's going to start converting these furs into jackets, coats, just while we have too much lumber going on. All right, he needs to move to build a new colony somewhere south. And this will be my silver mining colony, basically. The ship here in Jamestown. I've got plenty of gold, so I'm not even going to load up this up yet. I'm just going to... He's a stable master. I am going to load up my stable master. Bring him... Yeah, we'll bring him outside. They'll wait. there's nothing here that I need to sell, so we'll also head back to London to pick up some goods, pick up some new colonists. And we're looking for the French. Oh, hello. Quebec. We'll wait for a ship to arrive. Okay. We'll wait for the colonists to be ready. I should have loaded him up on the ship, I forgot. So I think you can load them up from within the colony. Ah, they want to bring lumber for gold? Sure. We'll trade. And what are they bringing now? They're giving gifted food. Lovely. They're giving me a lot. I really need to reciprocate. I'm running out of lumber here. Why is that? Did I take the lumberjack away? Alright. We'll get this guy building lumber. Oh yeah, of course. He's outside the colony. I meant to do that. I forgot. So he's going to go to Plymouth. And I don't think he can move again. Yeah, no. So where do I build this silver mine? I think probably down here. So it has access to... Maybe even down here. I don't know, actually. Down here would probably be good. Access to a few things. Slowly moving that wagon. These guys, you can see moving along the river. Rapid movement. And where are the French ships? They're going to be coming soon. So it's important to get colonies out early. That's something I'm not really focusing on before I start building up these colonies. Jamestown has built a church. Where's my firebrand preacher? Look at that. He's producing lots of crosses, which will really rapidly increase migration. So now I'll send this guy out to get lumber. So I've got so much food. So my farmers are building. And what are we building again? We're building a warehouse would be good. Yeah, warehouse. We're going to increase actually a lumber mill. Should have been one of the first things I built. Roanoke is at its capacity. Well, then you can go get food while they focus on building stuff. All right. Now, where do I build this colony? Is right here a good place? It has access. No, it's overlapping with Plymouth. Only by 1 hex, but I reckon down here in the hills somewhere. Okay, what have I got on this ship? I've got the stable dude. So they're going to go into there. Do I need to load anything up? Yeah, I've got a lot of furs here. I'm building nothing. I forgot to change to my warehouse. Okay, let's go to London. Do I load it up first? It's going to take a whole turn to load it up. Yeah, no, let's wait. Let's just go to London now, and we'll bring it back later. Where are the French ships? Oh, hello, we've found the Spanish. Are there any Spanish ships around here? Caravel has arrived. Okay, so I wanted more tools, really. So I'm going to buy 100 tools. Yep, there we go. Straight back to Europe. Straight back to the New World. All right, the gold has almost arrived. I can't afford that galleon anymore. What else can I do? Look, because I'm going to build a road down here. Where do I build this settlement? I reckon maybe. Look, it's hard to pick a place here. And he is going to work in the stable when it's complete. For now, though, he will just work on the furs. All right. Moving him around, looking for... I'm just going to patrol for Spanish and French ships. Up and down, basically. More petty criminals. See, that wouldn't happen if I had my my dude. Where are your ships? Spain and France. They're going to be here somewhere. Alright, a colony here. Let's build. It lies with access to sea. They must be hauled to a coastal port by wagon train. Yep, I'm aware of that. That is what I want. Barbados. Inland Barbados. So, as you can see, this is claimed by Native Americans. I can, if I claim it, yeah, you've got the option. We can either leave it, we'll purchase the land, or we can say, give it to us. I'll just leave it. What do I want? Silver. If he's producing silver, silver's worth a lot of money. And if it's just a little colony and I'm just producing silver and then exporting that silver with nothing much else going on in that colony, that's all I need to do for the time being. I just need to build a road to it and get a wagon train there to load up the silver to send it to Plymouth. And that's what this guy's doing. Ah, geez, okay. It's on your land. So let's just walk past there for now. I'll skip that space. Sell the treasure to the king. And there's another silver deposit out here. Yeah, we're going to dig up these as well. Oh, a hoard of treasure. So maybe now it's worth buying that galleon because I've got a... Yeah. The Corvette. They're going to come back. You can see these eyes aren't very effective. But I can purchase a galleon for 3,000. And what do I need? I'm going to need a lot more tools. That'll do for now. We'll just load up in tools. We'll recruit free colonists, throw them on board as well. So I've got no money left. We've got a big treasure hoard incoming. We'll continue to explore. He will come down here. Now he's going to try and build this road to Plymouth. He will continue exploring. So I can bring the galleon all the way around to here. It's a long journey, but geez, it's a long way to go to Jamestown. These guys will go to Roanoke. I will set this guy, unload the tools, set him up as a pioneer. Okay, so he's now a pioneer outside. I've got sugar and I've got furs, and I will take that back while this guy continues trying to find... Hey, Spanish Corvette. They do have a defense bonus, and they're unladen by the looks of it, so I don't want to attack them just yet. We might just hang around here, see what happens. Plymouth has built their warehouse, so now they can start increasing. So now I want to build the... do I have the carpenter's house? Carpentry, what's it called? Stockade church. Church would be good. Schoolhouse educates people. Lumber mill, that's what I need, which increases this capacity, which I should have been doing. Alright. Yeah. So let's build a road. Oh no, it needs to go... Yeah, I'll build the road here. And what can we load up from... Oh, we've already loaded up. Yep. and we'll go to London. Now, this dude with 100 tools, he's going to try and build a road to the north. I could also build it a bit inland as well, because I've got New Amsterdam up here. Unlikely to build a colony around here. I just need to build it to Barbados, really. So, almost a straight line north. Okay. Now, I did see... Are you... Yeah, still unladen? Oh, of course. So they want food. They're asking for a share of my bounty. Yes. Happy to help. Hey, there's a Dutch. Looks like a Corvette. Petty criminals. Gee, I'd like to reach that 28 so I don't have to get criminals anymore. Is it 28 or is it my, is it this guy? William Brewster, maybe. Alright, so I'm building a road to the north, slowly. Building a road through the mountains. And, bringing some more colonists. What do I need here? Yeah, or does Jamestown need stuff? Jamestown was great for, because I've got all those farms. And tools in Plymouth, that's what I'll do. This guy here will just keep walking around, exploring. Sending my gold home if it makes it. We'll keep exploring. Hello. Ah, it has nothing on it. Oh, that's not up there. Okay. They give me furs. Nice. Hello. I've got some more indentured servants. All right, are you low? Yes, no. It's just Corvette without any cargo. Is this one that's laden? No, it's not laden either. It's a merchantman. We'll follow this one, see where it goes. I'm fast at it. All right, this is tools for Plymouth. All right, so this guy, if I unload the tools, he can change his role to become a pioneer, and he can get to work continuing that road to Barbados and connecting Jamestown. Whereas these are people who are going to get to work. I can set my farmers to farm. Yep, they produce so much food, and these guys are good at manual labor like lumberjacking. And I'd like my blacksmith just to, he can go as a colonist and join that other colony. Yeah, see, when I put him to internal labour, he's not great. Doesn't produce a lot of crosses. It's not very good, really. Poor at refined work, but capable at manual labour. They can improve to indentured servants with time or service, yeah. So yeah, this place is really good at producing bells. maybe I don't need 2 farmers. Maybe that's way too much. In fact, I'm certain that is way too much food. Even just 1 farmer produces an excess, which is fine. Building a lumber mill. Unfortunately, can I put him to work? No, he doesn't produce a lot either. So we need another person in Jamestown who can actually be good at carpentry. Alright, I think I found most of this region. Find a small gift, which is good. Couldn't carry much more, and I'm done. And I think you can turn a lot of those notifications off, I think. I'll check that. Alright, my caravel has arrived in Europe, selling some sugar and some furs, getting a bit of gold and money for it, and we'll load these guys up and they will depart. Unfortunately, that's yeah. Where'd the Dutch go? They have nothing. They're not carrying anything. All right. What am I lading up? my galleon. I'm waiting. This is my galleon. Yep, carrying. Look what I reckon I can probably load this up, do a cargo run, and then come back in time for this wagon. Yeah, so let's go to London. Let's drop these goods off, sell them, and then come back. Jamestown. Not much else going on there, so let's just go. I've got some money now, so let's go to... I wonder if I go here and wait, is it quicker if I send this guy around? Yeah, might be. He's going to build the road down through here. He's on his way to the galleon. He is just exploring the land. This guy is exploring. Ah, hello, New France. It's a French soldier. Yeah, we'll go in peace. All right. So now I'm loaded up and I'm taking these guys around to Plymouth. Actually, or a new colony. A new colony would be great. Should have thought about that, shouldn't I? Where? Maybe around good farmland here. Silver, maybe here? Actually, that'd be perfect. Right in the middle here. So you are going to need a lot of colonies. We're going to get to support your independence movement. You can see independence sentiment is rising 2%. As someone just kind of feels a bit like they don't like paying taxes. All right, so I can put him to work here. This guy can become a Oh, you can get cotton. That's nice. Cotton. Let's change this to a warehouse. No, actually, let's change that to the lumber mill. Roanoke has potential. Now, am I going straight up here? I think I am. No, I'm trying to attack the Dutch here. Oh, okay, they're not doing... Oh, French. There's nothing on them. They're unladen. Alright, building this road. And I'm going to dump these guys. Dump them. Sending them ashore. I shouldn't have put them on the ship in the first place. They could have just walked down there in one turn. But then we'll go to... Is there anything produced here? No, let's just go to London and... Oh, should I? I should bring some manufactured goods, but I just don't have much. Let's see what money we make from that galleon that we sent. All right. French will probably get to that before I can get to it. Oh yeah, galleon has arrived. Okay, so as I said, this is now my basic furs, which isn't worth much, but my coats, you can see how much more they're worth. Triple the cost. Price of coats has dropped. Yep. Okay, this happens when you trade, and I got 585, which is nice. Now I do have colonists. I've got so much here. I can recruit. I can purchase a wagon. No, I can't purchase a wagon. I have to build it myself. I can purchase artillery. I can recruit an elder statesman. Now these guys are good at producing Liberty Bells. Master tobacconists. Look at that. And I need to save some money to purchase land. I'm going to try and purchase land from the Native Americans. They're exhausted their lumber. Well, let's get the lumberjack to work, doing what he does best. No worries. And what are we building? We're building the lumber mill. Good. Let's just... Yeah, that'll be done this turn. Good. You are moving towards... I said I was going to set up a new colony here. I've uncovered the Fountain of Youth. Now, this used to bring me migrants in the New World when they find out about it. Yes, look at this. So let's bring the galleon back. You can just turn it around and say, hey, go back and pick up all these people. All right, so we found the Fountain of Youth. Word spreads. People get very excited and they want to come. I will continue building this road north. That's unladen. This has got some colonists on it, which I'm going to drop off in Roanoke. Geez, they're really unskilled, aren't they? Maybe just some tobacco. I don't need more food. Wow, I'm producing a lot of raw materials here. I wonder if I can send... I'm just going to leave him outside and he might go and see if he can learn anything from the locals. Plymouth has built their lumber mill and you can see production doubles. So I can now change this. I want to build... This is a really productive place here. I'm producing fur, so maybe a fur trading post. I am going to need 20 tools to complete it. You don't need it right now. I can advance progress as long as I get 20 tools by the time it's done. I think that's a good thing to do. It'll be done really quick. I'm producing 18 hammers per turn, so 3 turns and it'll be done. I'm going to load up with tools. Yep, and what else do I need? Fur trader, sorry. Done. Alright. Now I'm going to build a colony here. Inland, Penobscot, and we're going to farm some grain. We are going to harvest some ore. Alright, so ore we will eventually convert into tools through the blacksmith's house using the blacksmith. That's the goal. And the wagon slowly makes its way. Oh, they've already shared their knowledge. Okay, in that case, someone living down south. What can we get from here? No manufactured goods. A few bare resources, so we'll go to London and try and come back with some colonists. And let's go hunting. I found some horses so far, that's about it. They're asking for some coats, sure. The Corvette has arrived. We'll load them up with a farmer and a colonist. That's all they can carry. Done. There we go. Thought there might be a village down there. Okay. New Amsterdam. Where are your ships? Four survivors. Wow, they're a long way from... one of my colonies. They want to bring 24 furs and they ask for 2 of 8 tools. Sounds like a fair trade. Right. Can I live with these? Live among the people? Will they let me teach me to become a master sugar planter? Better than being just an indentured servant. So we'll do that. Alright, might head down south. Can't see the Dutch doing anything up here. He's built his road. He'll move north. He's built his road. Alright, I'm going to try and build across here, which will require payment, which I will make. And just exploring this land. Colonist has got a long way to walk. The caravel has arrived. They'll bring that. Let's bring a master. This is good later on when you need guns. Less important right now. A road here. Now this will give them. We'll give them 380 gold to keep them happy. If I don't do that, they could become increasingly hostile. All right, where's my galleon? It's on the way, so I timed that pretty well. What have I got here? I've got 2 colonists. Let's send it to Jamestown for now. We can put somebody to work in the carpenter's house. Yeah, let's put them both to work. We need that lumber mill. Still producing plenty of food, which is good. Here's my galleon. We will drop them off. And them off. And them off. So it's interesting. The terrain diversity is interesting. Usually when you play the sort of... I remember the old game, you had regions of like tobacco planting. This is really mixed. I see. All right, so I am going to come back down here and plough this field. Okay, this will improve its productivity. Oh, so for they don't have any goods on board. This is the guy who's just learned to be a sugar planter. These guys still exploring. These guys are going to make their way back to one of my colonies. These guys exploring. The Pueblo. Okay. So a master sugar planter will basically double. William Brewster. Okay, no more criminals or servants. And I choose which migrant appears. Now, I didn't bring those. Where are those tools? I think I just sailed right past it. Okay. Maybe I can buy the tools. Buy materials. Yes. So I buy the tools. That's a shortcut to importing the tools. Done. Almost there. What have I got in Jamestown? Nothing manufactured. Okay, let's go to London and bring some stuff back. All right, here we have some tools. Some of them. I wonder if this guy can become a pioneer. No. Can this guy become a pioneer? No. And this guy become a pioneer? Why not? Because I don't have any tools. Of course. Unload the tools. Can he become a pioneer? Yes, he should be good at pioneering. Alright. Now I've got a lot of people in Plymouth. Probably don't need that many lumberjacks in the one place. Would love to get this guy... Look how many Liberty Bells he produces. This is a fur trapper. Well, I've got this guy fur trapping. So let's just get you to do your fur trader. Not a fur trapper, a fur trader. Alright, so he's good at trading fur. And this guy, continue your trapping. This guy is a master tobacconist, so I need tobacco for that. Well, this will be... I think I'm going to dedicate this to being my fur area. I think I get fur from up here. So we'll send him out. We'll send the lumberjack out. We'll send this guy out to a different colony. And I might send them over to... Let's try and send him to Barbados. We'll send him over to the left. Lumberjack. Could be good in Jamestown as it's developing. You still don't have any material, but I'll attack you anyway. Yeah, so they won't carry any cargo, but tired of chasing empty ships. Nothing of value. Moving north. So now I have a galleon. I don't have to... oh, here we go. Peter Minuet. Once he joins, native tribes no longer demand payment for their land. So this does become very expensive. You can either upset them by stealing it or pay them, which is expensive. Coronado, don't need that yet. Don't need... Oh, they transport... If I had him, they'd transport treasure for free. Thomas Jefferson increases Liberty Bell production. He increases the chance that natives will convert and join my colonies. I like this one, Peter Minuet. No longer demand payment. I've built the fur trading post. Now I need lots and lots of furs. So let's get this guy to become... work outside. No, not quite outside. Just over here as a fur. So I need fur trade. So you can see how many horses I'm producing, breeding, 6 per turn. Yeah, not much I can do about increasing fur production. Now I'll build a let's get a wagon train, because I'm going to need that to start getting my silver, and I can trade, and lots of other things can happen there. So I'm producing fur, 7 fur. 7 fur per turn. He's converting pretty much all of that, plus some of my stockpile. So I can divert fur. Here we go. I can choose either from the migrants. I can choose the best one, which is the Master Weaver. He's a Master Tobacconist, so he's going to go... What is the tobacco land? Is that the tobacco land? No, that's fur. That's not good at tobacco. That's not great either. What is the land? It's really hard to see. That's good at tobacco. So down here, Roanoke, although there's not a lot of it, there's only one. There's one, what is it? It's grassland. Grassland is good for tobacco. Well, they're surrounded by grassland, so maybe I should leave them in Plymouth and just clear the land. All right, we'll do that. No, I will keep the treasure, because I have stuff to do. What was I going to do with this guy? I've forgotten. Why did he become a pioneer? To do something. I think just move elsewhere and continue my road. We'll build a road there. This is my lumberjack, which I'm sending this way. This is my... This is my galleon, which is going to load up my treasure and take it back to London. And he has... What's he done? He was moving south to Barbados. Getting busy now. He is now my... What is he? You're a master sugar planter. So he needs tools to clear the forest, which I don't have. So for the time being... where do I plant sugar? I'm looking here. That's sugar. That's not much. This is not a great place for sugar planting. I guess the tropical forest, it becomes a savanna. So what land is good for sugar? Not there. Not the prairie. It's really hard to distinguish. I found it a lot easier in the old title. When I clear that, it becomes... Yeah, so it does become good. So he needs tools. I'm clearing the wrong area. Oh no, that'll become... No, yeah, that's good for cotton, not sugar. So I'm getting... I need... How many tools has he got left? He's got plenty of tools left. So for now, I will set him to work. Getting some sugar. He's a sugar planter. So it's 1 plus 1 for him. Oh, doubled. It's 1 doubled to 2. So he doubles my sugar production, which is basically very poor at the moment. Now these guys are just pirates. They're just going to sail around. They're not carrying anything. Oh no, wait. Is he? Oh, let's attack the Spanish. Here we have 2 colonists. Let's bring them to Roanoke and get them to work. Get them to work in the carpenter's house, I guess. Do we have enough food? Running low on food, but that's fine. I've explored most of the map, so I'm going to put this guy to work getting some food as well. How am I going for lumber? Losing a lot of lumber, but for now we'll get some grain. Moving here. Hey, found another one of the 7 cities. Okay. I'll just complete the map over here. Oh, good thing I did. Warm welcome awaits you. Travel some distant shore. Hear the stories of the land that lie below. So this reveals the map. And I think I've discovered most of the map, so it didn't really reveal much. So while I've got the galleon on the move, I may as well move it south and load up another hoard of treasure. Bit of a way to sail, but got to get it home somehow. Hello. Oh, I saw that. Oh, and they've got pirates as well. By royal decree, we've resolved to increase your tax by 1%. Now I can refuse that and throw out all my fur, or I can just accept the tax increase, which I'll do. We've built the lumber mill up here, which again increases production. What am I producing down here? Lots and lots of food, a bit of cotton, so this is good for cotton. So let's get a weaving shop, which will increase my cotton. And I probably don't need... Let's produce... it's a little bit of cotton, not a lot. I can also produce a tiny little bit of ore. Or some more crosses. Let's try that. That'll be half my requirements. Actually, can we build a church? No, I've got a church. Okay, that's why it's so good. A wagon train. What is an ordnance train? This is new. Printing press, increased liberty to bell production, a warehouse. Oh, crikey, I've got so much to potentially build. I think I'm going to build the weaver's shop, and we'll try and get some cotton going on in Jamestown. Alright, these guys are going to build a road here. I can't afford it, so we'll just pause for the time being. Get our lumberjacks, get this guy, who was my master tobacconist, back into here, because I was going to set him to work in the tobacconist's house. I am over... What's happening here? I am overpopulated. Is that the issue? Too many people, I think. I can't remember when things go red. When things go red, I think I'm overpopulated. So look, I'm going to take this guy out, and yeah, that reduces. Set him to collecting. No, look, so these guys have a bonus to collecting fur. So look, we'll move him out. Go as colonists. Yeah. He's been going back and forth, I know. Fur trading area. This is a fur trading area. Fur trading is good. Producing Liberty Bells here in my stables. Just wondering if I set him to work here. Yeah, it's still problematic. Too many people. All right, we'll set him to work somewhere else. He'll head to Barbados, where he can go to work. Just improving the colony. We don't have any wood, so let's go lumberjacking. And load up here with nothing. I don't have anything to load up. So I think we'll just go back to London. And we'll wait for their ship to come out of harbour. So I've explored all the map around here. Let's head south. Did I think I sent my galleon to London. It's too late. They want some food, which is fine. They want some food, which is fine. They bring lumber and they want some gold, which is fine. I saw that. Ooh, I saw that. The pioneers have expended their tools. That's fine. Corvette has arrived, as has my galleon. Yeah, I sold the gold, which is good. So that galleon, the gold arrived. Treasure arrived. Here we go, up in the news up here on the top right. So I've got lots and lots of stuff. I can actually, I seem to recall I could equip these guys as pioneers. I didn't have to ship the tools separately. Who is this? This is a Master Weaver. We'll send him. They go to London. Now let's recruit. Expert Lumberjacks. Master Gunsmiths. May as well pick the best. I don't really want seasoned scouts though. And free colonists. And let's go. Lots more people. The warehouse is nearing its capacity for silver. Wow. I need a new warehouse. I'm building it quick. How much does that cost to buy? Okay, let's quickly. You've got all the wood. No, you don't have the wood. Where's all the wood? I'm about to reach capacity, so I need to get working on building this warehouse. So let's go down to Barbados. I should be able to... Alright, I want to clear this. He's going to work in Barbados. So you can see how they've moved much faster on the roads. Yeah, I need food, so let's get some grain. I've got 19 turns of food, that'll be plenty. Let's see how we go. Now he's going to build this road here, and now I can afford to pay the land, to buy it. It's expensive. And we'll move into here, and he will become a lumberjack. Getting more wood from there to develop that colony. Let's live among the people and see what they teach. Expert fur trappers. Beautiful. Thank you for teaching us that. We'll move southwest. I'm just going to move to an area where my ships can more easily pick this up. Now where'd their ships go? I've lost it. Yep. They departed. They bring me some sugar, thank you. That's their pirate ship. It's gone. Alright, so what did I need to do here? I needed to clear land for my sugar planter. And I think I said this would be the good place to do it. He's just going to join the colony for the time being. Maybe gather some more. Jeez, there's not a lot of sources for food. Maybe we focus on the warehouse. That's only 6 turns, and he'll have to leave. Okay. He thinks that's a good location for a road. No, this is a good location to plough. Wagon going to move and eventually meet my galleon way out on that point, eventually. They bring sugar, they want gold, sure. Another pirate. They've completed the wagon train, perfect timing. Show me the wagon train, there it is. Let's get it moving. What do I want? I want veteran soldiers. These are great. The caravel has arrived. I can equip these guys with horses. I probably don't need to because I'm breeding a lot of horses. So we'll bring them over and we'll recruit some free colonists. Off you go. All right, this is my Corvette bringing some people. I think Jamestown needed some people. We've got a pioneer and a master weaver. So this is where I'm getting cotton. So if we put him in the weaver's house, I don't know why that's red, but what are we doing? We're building the weaver's shop. Yep. Do I have the warehouse? No, I don't yet. Oh, it's red because that's what it looks like. Okay. No manufactured goods. So I'm not producing a lot of cotton. So this will run out pretty quick. So that's my longer term. But that's why I brought pioneers, right? The galleon needs to move around to the south. So I'm just going to send this straight out to look to build a new colony. Here's my wagon train. What do they need in Barbados? They need food. How much food have you got? Not a lot of food. Time to get another... So I'm running out of food here. But I can light up the silver here. I've got ore here as well. So I can load that up and send it back to Plymouth, where it can be fixed up. I'm going to plough out here to the left. I'm going to plough here, which will get rid of the trees and make the land better. Now, where'd that ship go? Here it is. No, it's not carrying any goods. The Kalingo, 7 villages. We accept peace, and we'll keep moving along. We'll continue to explore this area out here. We'll move up there, and we're done. They're bringing me some cotton, thank you. So I've loaded up that silver, I'll bring it to a port, put it on a ship, send it back. It should be worth a lot of money. That just needs to kind of sit there until my thing arrives. Alright, here's my wagon. It's loaded up. Load up with silver. The silver miner can get back to collecting his silver. Still building that warehouse. 4 more turns of food left. You can see movement rates are pretty good through here. Unload that here. Who's producing a lot of food? Is Jamestown? You had 2 farmers a moment ago. Let's produce lots and lots of food. Let's automate. So let's look at my wagon in a moment. The galleon with lots of colonists. All right. What have we got here? What can we load up? 6 cloth that I've just produced. Let's go back to London. And we are going to plough here to improve the quality of the land. Okay, so I've got a big cross on Plymouth and I can't recall what that means. But I'll find out soon. I think it's overpopulated. Food reserves in Plymouth. So let's get some people making food. You can go fishing. We definitely could do with some... So what's the deal here? Let's just... Okay, well, we'll take our free colonists. Okay, gonna go get some food from Jamestown. Alright, they don't have a lot, but it'll help. And we'll take that food and bring it down to Barbados, where it's needed. Alright, so I've connected my 4 colonies up here, all connected by road, which is great. Streamlines movement. This guy still has 80 tools. And he's my galleon, so sending him south. Would like to build another colony around the center here. Sending these guys to this area. Let's build the warehouse. What can I do here? I'm worried. I'm about to be overpopulated. Yeah, that gives me the red mark. So let's put this guy back out here as soldiers. Who else don't we need? Look, we'll leave them there for the time being, but the goal is to set up a new colony. Isabella. That's a nice big settlement you've got there. Spain. I can see a lot of French movement. There's the Spanish. So I have some more converts, which is great. So these guys will help with my fur production. I think I'm going to put this guy somewhere else. So he's going to leave the colony and you know, spruik his independence efforts elsewhere. Just because I'm reaching population limits here. Yeah. Okay. So I've loaded up on food, and I need to bring it down to, look at that. Oh, I can almost make it in one turn. Now, can I mine? I thought I could. Is there? If I press M? Nope, that doesn't bring up the mine. What's this? Fortify. Here are the options. Sentry, disband, name or rename. Maybe there isn't a mining action. All right. Well, what else can I do? They're out of food. Okay, how much more? Yep, they will last. We'll continue building our road to the south. That's going to be expensive though if I try it now. Okay, I'm going to go cultivate more land up in the north. I'm going to need some more colonists. What have we got here? We've got nothing to send back here. Producing a lot of furs. But now, do I have a fur trapper? No. Sugar. God, this is producing everything. Furs, everything. Literally. Tobacco, cotton, furs, and sugar. I just don't need that much. Alright, look, I'll load up the furs. I'll load up the... Here's the sugar planter. That's like the tobacco as well. Well, I've got to clear land for tobacco. I should focus on fur. I get 4 fur from here, and maybe he just focuses on grain. Concentrate, fur trading. All right, and then he will leave. Will he leave after all that work I've done? Yeah, I think I will. Go as colonist. So we'll load up the sugar, and then I'll go sell that sugar. So we'll find somewhere else to be my sugar area. Yeah. Oh, more gold. And I got French soldiers right next to me. Did I? No, there it is on sentry duty. Oh, the French just walking right. Oh, hello. I built another wagon train. All right, I've got 2 wagon trains now. That should be enough. I didn't realize I was building another one. Let's build a church to increase our crosses. What is the problem here? You're in Plymouth. I don't know why it's like that. Okay, Corvette has arrived with nothing. We'll do that, and we'll recruit an expert ore miner. Lovely. All right, so this guy probably needs to go over to... Oh, I did not mean to do that. This is my food. All right, it's going to Barbados. You've now got plenty of food. And give me a silver and your ore. So if I go here, I get a lot of ore from these mountains. Where am I going to set up a colony? I've got lumber here. I've got deer here. That gives me extra food, I believe. Oh no, yeah, it does give me extra food and extra furs. Or I can build in the swamp, which isn't great. Or I can build sort of... that's New Amsterdam, so it's encroaching on New Amsterdam territory. I think I'm going to wait until... So I've almost got Peter Minuit. So maybe I just wait until I can get that land for free. Here comes my galleon. I might just park these guys here. Build another colony here. Now, did I see that Spanish ship? It's a merchantman. It's empty. Where are you sailing to, I wonder? Alright, let's try and get this back to my galleon. It's going to be a long journey. On the way to London. I think I can let that... I'm not going to supervise that galleon all the way. Alright, so I need to set up a trade route for my wagon trains. It looks like the Spanish are really... Oh, hello. Another tax increase, okay. I've got hardy pioneers, great. So these guys work faster and harder. I've exhausted my supply of London. Let's have a look at what the problem is here. Oh, I see your problem here. Nobody's gathering lumber. So, let's fix that by work another square, lumber. There we go. Let's get him outside the colony. There's not much I can do there. Go as colonists. Yeah, I'm just not producing enough wood, which is fine. Yep. Alright, so a new colony here sounds good. It's just south of Roanoke. Boston. Alright, and set these guys to work. Somebody needs to collect the food. You're doing that. You need to collect some lumber. And you can start using that lumber to build the docks. And the galleon still moves to collect where is it? All the way down there, so diagonally down. Okay. Maya Confederacy, hello. Continue to explore this map. Okay, so up from Barbados, did I load up the silver? I did. Okay, road is blocked. Let's see what I can pick up in Penobscot. They've got some ore, yep. So we'll load that up, great. He is heading to Jamestown. He's a hardy pioneer, so he's going to plough. He's cleared the trees. Now he's going to plough the ground. He accidentally moved in there. I'm just going to take 50 horses. I thought I could... never mind, okay. I'm trying to load up some of the horses. Horses. Oh, horses. This is... Okay, this is a new rule. You need that other type of wagon. He is going to plough that land. He's going to keep moving the long journey. I wonder if I can send it into the... I want to send it overland. My Corvette is waiting in London. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, I didn't move it to Europe. Good to know. They're offering me food as a gift. Thank you. So one way to move horses is to load somebody up as a scout and just have them move to the place you want to move the horses to. Another tax. Oh, 4%. All right. caravel has arrived. I unload that raw material. I don't get a lot. Unload that. 300 odd. Let's get some free colonists. Hardy pioneers, and we'll give them... Oh, they've got tools. They bring tools with them. Excellent. Let's recruit some colonists and some veteran soldiers. And let's get these guys on the boat. Alright. Let's move... we'll hold there. Okay, we'll hold there. Here comes the galleon. Hey, almost there. Okay. What was I doing with this guy? He was going to move to another colony. I just want to keep these guys here for the time being. Now they've loaded up on silver. They'll head back to Plymouth to unload that. I was going to set up a trade route. So how do I set up a trade route? Assign this unit to a trade route. No trade routes have been created. Let's create a trade route. How do I create? Here we go. All right. It is a automatic goods balancing. It's a land-based route. It's going to go to Barbados, and it's going to, in Barbados, it's going to load up on those goods. Then it's going to go to Plymouth. Based on inventory levels. Set. Do not load. Dump excess. Do not load. Do not unload. This is interesting. I don't know if this is the right way to do it. This is definitely different. Alright, we'll see if that works. The idea is they go to Barbados. They load up these goods. This route will automatically load goods based on the inventory levels set on the colony screen. Okay, so I need to go to Barbados and set an inventory level. Oh, I want to keep them in storage. That's okay. So if I say 80, what will happen if I go above that? If I say 20, what happens to the extra? That's a level of 18, and hopefully they'll pick up the excess. That's the idea. Same with ore. If they're about to get, if I set 10 as the maximum, what will happen? All right, let's this guy has arrived, and I'm hoping he can build some bells. Lots of food being produced here. So this is the other trade route I want. Is a food. Is the it's a supply route, land-based, starting in Jamestown to load up food, and then I want it to go to Barbados, where they tend to have problems with food, and dump excess. Dump excess? Dumped carries goods if there is no demand. I believe that's what I want to do. Oh geez, this is where I need a tutorial. I'll probably skip this bit. Alright, set maximum. Let's say 45 is a maximum to get this wagon working. And we'll see if it goes to 45 or above and then loads up the wagon. Alright, so he's going to move across. They've got a long journey. Here we go. We have our ploughed field. Almost built the weaver's shop. Okay, we'll wait for that to be built before we... I still have cotton. Okay, now I want this to utilize a trade route. So assign it to the Barbados Express. Barbados. Okay, what just happened? It moved to trade. Maybe it didn't light up anything. I'll have to check Barbados and see if it picked anything up. Probably because I hadn't reached the maximum yet. I wonder. Warehouse is exceeding its... Wow. Okay, so I don't need... Let's start using some of that lumber. Now you are going to start the Jamestown Express, going to Jamestown to pick up their food. I'm going to plough this field. You're almost there. Waiting to get some more Liberty Bells. Moving to Boston. Hey, we've got our galleon. Oh, we've got our treasure, rather. And this guy's in my way. I want to kind of explore south of there. It's moving. All right, let's just go. I want to explore this on the way back. But let's go to London. Yep, they want some lumber, sure. They need tools, so I can purchase those. Okay. A warehouse can no longer accommodate additional lumber. Oh, but okay. So he can jump into the carpenter's house. This is Penobscot. That's fine. Let's use some of that lumber. What I got here? I've got some people who would love to come down and do some silver mining, ore mining rather. I've got some cloth I can load up. How's this going? So they've got some... So okay, so it reached its limit. They load up with food. I hope they go and deliver it. And he has cleared that, which now makes that good for tobacco. Prime tobacco? No. Tobacco planter. He's a fur... I've got another fur trader. 7, 8, 9. Too much fur. Where is he? Oh, he's there. Okay. Sorry. Tobacco. Alright. I need some tobacco planters and traders. Tobacco. Well, let's see what else we can do. Let's just go to Jamestown. Make it easy. We almost have the bells we need. Now, did I build a road here? And we go to Boston. These are some more colonists for Boston. And we can set these guys to work. So we do have ore here. What have I got? I've got my... He's a pioneer. He's important. I've got 3 gunsmiths in this area. Let's start getting some ore. And let's start making some tools with that ore. Actually, you know what? Let's build the docks first. I'm running low of food. I've got no food. Let's get some food. Grain. I need the grain. And so let's build the docks first. And he'll head north and help build that road. Sail away. We'll continue to explore this unknown land. I can head south and just discover what's below here. Not much. Okay. And I'll send this to Jamestown so I can not have to micromanage it. There we go. It's moving. It's moving. Let's see if things are happening. Nice. So I have 2 trade routes running. Hopefully they're running to meet my needs. I'll find out if I've got silver and if it's meeting my excess that I set. I've completed the weaver's shop. Beautiful. So you can see I've doubled my output. I will build a warehouse, but I need more cotton. Definitely need more cotton. So I'm focused. There's great food production here, which I'm happy with. I definitely want to focus on that. There's so much food production here, in fact. But there's also an opportunity for a little bit of cotton, not a lot. If I plough it, it gives me +1, so it's giving me 3. If I get a master cotton planter, and they've got a church, which gives me extra crosses. Lovely. What I need is a fur trading post, which I must already have. I do, of course, have it. Let's... what's next for here? Look, I don't think I need anything right now, so... stockades always come in handy, but I think I might send my carpenter out to work elsewhere. Keep my... I have to send my lumberjack out as well, because he can collect lumber to support the carpenter. Carpenter and lumberjack working together. All right, let's check. Barbados, they did. No, I've still got too much silver. So why is that wagon not picking up my silver? I don't know. We'll figure that out in a moment. Okay, I cannot. What increases if I have a road? I get +1 ore, and it's doubled by an ore miner, which I will have. So you're going to go to Penobscot. You're going to go to Penobscot. You're going to become my ore miner. The blacksmith's going to go in the blacksmith house. So if I grab the ore miner, he wants to be getting all this ore. Wonderful. And this, let's I'm running low on food, so how much food can I get? Grain, 3 out of 3 from there. 64 turns before I run out. Plenty of time. Loading up with 6 more cloth. Is it worth stopping in Plymouth to get these coats? Go to Plymouth. All right, I can build Baltimore. There we go. All right, so what am I doing here? He's a master sugar planter. This would be... No, that's not good for sugar. And that's not good for sugar. Nowhere is good for sugar around here. So I don't need my sugar planter. Instead, we'll just... we'll definitely need some grain. You'd be good at chopping down lumber, and you'll be good at some carpentry. But before we do that, we need you to leave. And you'll need to collect some food, grain. Ugh, in fact, we can't do that. So we'll bring you outside as a soldier. Oh, I'm running out of food. Okay. Wow, I really need to plow. All right, so you keep collecting you start collecting the lumber. You start collecting food. And I need to plow this land with someone like a pioneer. All right, there's nothing going on here. I'm running out of money. So I need to start upping my production of stuff. And you don't have anything. You're producing fur, which is great, and cotton, and you're meeting your food demands. Okay, good. Just let you do your thing. All right, let's continue exploring the map. Let's attack the Spanish merchantmen. And they're blocking my path north again. Okay. They are alarmed. You see that little alarm next to that that village? They're alarmed by my activity and presence. They're alarmed. You can see the exclamation mark. I've built right next to them. Now, they didn't demand payment for their land, but they're not happy that I'm so close. Okay, they no longer demand payment. Expert farmers, great. And I have too many horses. Okay, so let's take. Let's take. What am I going to do? I might try and sell some. In fact, he can be equipped as a scout, as will the change role scout. So now they've used these horses and they can move them elsewhere. I want a road here to improve my ore production. I think he's going to move south. Oof, yeah, I don't have the capacity at the moment. Okay, small gift, thank you. This is my fur trapper. He's not going to stay in Jamestown, but he'll move on. Right, so I've got 100 jackets. You can now go... Where is it? What is going on? 39 silver. Let's keep an eye on that. Alright, who do I get now? Peter Stuyvesant. It allows a custom house, which I can just trade through the custom house rather than setting stuff. That's fantastic. Stockade, don't need it yet. Settlement, yeah, don't need that yet. Liberty Bell production would be great, but I'm not producing much. All missionaries, functioning excellent. Let's get Peter Stuyvesant. The custom house is really nice. And he's used all his tools. So, can I send him to here, and can he what's good here? Sugar. Where's my sugar planter? Or let's get you to be trading furs and you to be trapping furs. Building a warehouse, which I'm gonna need eventually. Okay. You are my sugar planter heading south. You're a soldier heading back. Alright. Oh, they've improved in size. Alright, these guys are going to move elsewhere. I think I was suggesting maybe Penobscot, which seems to be developing. This is my master carpenter. I do have stuff going on here, so the lumberjack can get to work and the carpenter can get chopping stuff down. Great. And the lumberjack, you'll load it up. We'll plough that field as well. The lumberjack will head up to Jamestown, where I can release this guy, and the lumberjack will collect some lumber. Great. So producing excess food. I'm still not sure what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's just make that my food production area. Alright, let's check out these trade routes. What is going on? What is going on? Why is that silver there? The Jamestown load. I want you to load food. Why aren't you loading food? So the Barbados Express. They should. What's going on here? it'll automatically load and unload goods based on inventory levels set. So you want to load there. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Plymouth is overloaded now. What have they got? Too much lumber. Yeah, I need to get the lumber mill working. Okay, let's just momentarily relocate you to the lumber mill. To use some of that lumber. I don't want to build a stockade. I want... let's just build a printing press. Let's get started. I can see, because I've uncovered so much of the map now, there's a lot of AI movement. Treasure arrived. I got a lot of money from my galleon. The galleon has arrived. They will load up these folks. And they will recruit expert ore miners. I get choice of 4 now. And they cost a lot of money. Alright, can I just load them all up? No. I would like to equip them as pioneers. Equip as pioneers. Equip as pioneers. So bring some tools with them. Got a lot of work to do. Outbound for Europe. Plymouth had to discard lumber. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so Jamestown. Yep, we're working on a warehouse to increase storage. What's Penobscot doing? They need a place for food. If I plough that, +1. So 3 food +1, 4. 2 food. So this tundra is actually better for food. 3 +1. Okay, so let's try and plough this to help Penobscot. These guys are my fur trappers. So where am I getting the fur from? It was Plymouth, I believe. Yeah. And there's my hardy pioneers, who now have no tools. But I'm producing tools in this location. So they'll just hang around there and pick up some tools. We're heading north to pick up some goods. And the Dutch have built Fort Orange between my settlements. Sneaky. So, geez. 3 food from there. Yeah. Okay, so I've got this guy who is the sugar planter. No, the sugar... Sugar, yeah, that's right. So he's coming back to sugar, 6 sugar now from the cleared area, which means I can now, I'm trading fur, but I can also distill rum through here as well. One thing at a time though. Pioneer, let's really try and clear that, plough that. And the soldier might help with some of this fur. Oh, no, overpopulated. I've discovered the Fountain of Youth. Look at all these people I've got. What have I got here? I've got master weavers, a master distiller. I love these guys. That's nice. I've discovered... Oh, hello. Caravel. And continue to explore this land. Things looking good. Okay. Trade. Okay, let's see. Did I reduce... I seem to have reduced my silver. So I seem to have silver. I do have silver here, so it works. I've got ore and silver. Good. Things are working. Which means that these guys should really expand their warehouse. Urgently. Very urgently. Yeah. All right, look, things are underway, but I'm 2.5 hours into this, so I'm going to pause it here. Look, it's near identical to the old Colonization, just upgraded graphics and a slightly different interface and a more confusing trade route system. Check it out, folks. Demo currently available for free and full game coming soon. Thanks all and take care. Bye for now.